justice, there is no legal definition for the word justice. That's why I had to make up a compensatory term, definition for the term justice. I didn't invent the word justice, but I did invent a compensatory definition for it that I think will hold up under all kinds of pressure, at least so far it has, unless somebody comes up with a better definition. And that is, justice is defined in my textbook, the word guide, as two parts: guaranteeing that no person is mistreated. That's part one. Part two, guaranteeing that the person needs help the most gets the most constructive help. The people themselves.
Whoa. You said guaranteeing. Yes. Now, in order to guarantee, somebody has to guarantee. Now, you're not talking about the people who are implementing the injustice. How are they going to guarantee justice when their whole purpose, according to what you've said, is to implement injustice? So how are they going to, and the people you say have no power, so how can they guarantee justice? Explain that.
You guarantee justice by, first of all, giving it that definition and then working to make that definition come true.
How? When you have no power.
You get power by starting with a definition of what you're trying to do. We don't even have a definition of what we're trying to do. We've been talking about justice like forever, but we never had a definition for it. I'm saying that if we use the compensatory definition that I came up with. Now, I don't know what the definition. I've heard everybody use the word. I mean, when I say everybody, I mean everybody who has ever used the word justice probably has his or her own definition. I'm saying I never heard a definition that was very clear to me until I made up one, because that's why I was searching. I was searching for someone to give me a definition that was clear. I couldn't find anyone who had given me a definition. The word was already out here. And then in 1994, on a television program, it was a lawyer on the Larry King show, I believe it was, Jerry Spence. And Larry King and Jerry Spence were talking about the word justice. Mm-hmm. And Jerry Spence, who was a lawyer, if I recall correctly,
remember,
said that there is no legal definition for the word justice. Now, I never knew that before 1994. I assumed that there was a legal definition for the word justice. So later on, I asked a lawyer myself. I said, exactly what is justice? I mean, something that I can really, get a grip on so that I know what I got when I got it. And he says, well, in this area of the world, justice is whatever the Supreme Court says it is. And I said, that's a definition? And he said, yeah. He said, otherwise it's everywhere, it's nowhere, it might be this, it might be that. I say, oh, no wonder. We don't even know what we're doing. We can't measure what we're talking about. So I am attempting to measure what we're talking about. And I gave the illustration right here in this program. Oh, that, as a first part of it, for sure. You can't get justice without eliminating racism. But I'm saying a concise definition. And I'm saying two parts right now. Now, I don't know what the other people's definitions are. I have to admit ignorance on that. I've heard the word used. I don't know what Dr. Martin Luther King's actual definition is. I mean, where he said the definition of justice is, thus and so. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard Malcolm X's definition until now. But that is a partial definition for sure, getting rid of white supremacy, because white supremacy is all about non-justice. It's about mistreating people. And the codified definition that I put in the book was that you guarantee that no person is mistreated. You have to have that. Otherwise, you don't have justice. There's no such thing as having justice in one place and non-justice in another place. No, you can't have justice, non-justice anywhere. And I think Martin Luther King did say that. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Well, actually, you either have it or you don't. You either have it everywhere or or you have it nowhere.